If you're watching this video right now, you're judging me. Now, there's a reason that I look super ridiculous right now, and it is based on a few different things. One is judgment, the other is fear, and the other is creativity. This jacket represents all of those things because as you sit there watching this video, you are really judging me for wearing this somewhat, seemingly, some people would say, ridiculous jacket. Now, somewhere in my career, I would say years ago, maybe before I started YouTube, I took off my creative jacket and I went down the path of helping other people, explaining things in tutorials and ways that would help people on the internet. And in that process, taking my creativity and combining it with tutorials to teach you something new and give you new passion in your life. And as you go down that road further and further, the further away you get from being creative. But seriously, what does that have to do with being the best drone pilot in the world? Well, to start off, I have been told by a lot of people that they don't have a YouTube channel because of things like fear and judgment. So fear is the first thing that many of us are worried about, and secondly is judgment from others. So we have fear over here, and the result of fear, we're worried about judgment. Did I spell judgment right? And finally, over here on this far side, we are trying to reach creativity. So the whole process of creativity on YouTube and anywhere else, honestly, is to get past fear. Fear is being chained up by thinking about what other people are going to think of you. So the first thing you need to do is remove the fear. We're going to remove the fear. Once we remove the fear, we can deal with judgment. And then we can finally get to creativity. If you're wondering who this old guy is on my shirt, this is Claude Monet. I learned about Claude Monet when I was a kid studying art and all the way up into college where I got my bachelor's in art. Now, if you're wondering how to be the world's greatest drone pilot and the most creative content maker on YouTube, you start with your tools. Your tools can be as simple as something like a paintbrush, a marker, a pen, a pencil, an FPV camera. I've often called my GoPro and my FPV camera my paintbrush in the sky. If you think about it that way, you might frame up some better shots and better lines when you're flying. And honestly, it's not all about FPV freestyle tricks, juicy flips, spang, or whatever you want to call it. And it's not even about being the best FPV freestyle pilot or cinema pilot. What it really boils down to is your creativity and taking off those chains and unlocking your full potential of creativity. But how the hell do we unlock creativity? Question mark. The way you're gonna do that is you're gonna go back to your childhood. Think about the way you felt when you were a kid and you were able to be in an environment where you could create without fear of judgment of others. Whether it was a little tree fort you were creating out by yourself in the woods, creating your own little world. And that's what kids are really known for, is creating their own fantastic little worlds. And the best content creators and artists out there have done that as adults. So we need to go from child to adult and back again. It's sort of like time travel in your mind. And I know what you're saying. You're probably saying, well, Justin, I can't really do that. I can't go back to being a kid now that I'm an adult. I know everything and I've experienced everything, but have you? So when you go out to make your videos and you're flying your packs, you're burning up your packs and sometimes crashing your quads, don't think about uploading it to YouTube. Don't even think about that when you're flying. Just fly the pack and forget about the internet if you can somehow push it out of your mind. I know it's almost impossible to do that, but that's one of the things that FPV drones are known for, is getting you out of what's currently on your mind and into your own world, and a way to escape what your daily routine is. And forgetting about everything else, just being in the moment. And once you're in the moment, you're gonna have a better pathway to that childlike creativity again. So I would say adult is somewhere in the middle here, child is over here. And what we're trying to do, like I explained, is we're trying to go back to our childhood and then come back to adulthood. And once we reach adulthood from childhood again, then we reach creativity. And one of the whole reasons that you may actually fly drones is because you are curious. Being curious about something is a great way to get into something new. And curiosity promotes creativity. So I know you keep falling back to the same thought of, I'm gonna be judged. And here I am wearing this jacket again, and I know you're judging me again, thinking I look ridiculous or whatever pops into your mind. Thumbs down on this video, thumbs up for having the courage to wear this jacket. And that's what it's about. It's about having the courage to take a chance on something, to get to creativity. And the most successful people on YouTube, somebody like Joe Rogan or Mr. Beast, those guys also have fear and judgment and fear of judgment in their minds all the time when they're creating their content for you to consume. But there's one thing about those types of guys that are different than most people, and that difference is consistency. And consistency, passion, and creativity can sometimes lead to success, like 200,000 subscribers and 46 million views. So if you take a look at your life and think about the most successful thing in your life to date, what's the top of your resume? Look at that top thing, and that may be the one thing in your life that you were the most consistent about. So if you want to be the best drone pilot in the world, I suggest right now, charge up your batteries, go out and fly, and forget about everybody else and be in the moment. Put on your creative jacket and stop worrying about what everybody else thinks about you, because your quad is your paintbrush. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. If you want more insight into FPV and drones and reviews and tutorials and all that stuff, please do click the subscribe button and the like button to raise this video in the algorithm, because we all know that YouTube hates drone videos. Guys, take care, and I will definitely see you on the next one.